So I was knee deep in the stats today.
Oh, you know what that means? I get to swing back and listen. I get to be comfortable. I'm gonna get comfy cozy because this is my favorite new bit. When Ryan gets knee deep into stats and I can baste in it like the sweetest Christmas turkey.
I was thinking about it today because I was watching the game on Sunday with dear friend of the show Michael, crushing Chinese food.
Nice.
And he mentioned that Pua Suter got top line roll today or that day.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking that the big guns on the Canucks are staying consistent. They are getting their opportunities. They're
getting their secondary assists.
They're getting the points.
Yeah.
But it made me kind of wonder, like, what's going on here? Because 5-on-5, you're not seeing a lot of the Pettersson line.
Mm-hmm.
You keep hearing these anecdotal things that aren't necessarily false, but it doesn't really paint a good picture of it. And one of Arash's concerns on the show for a little while has been this Canucks team's reliance on the power play.
Yeah.
And kind of got me thinking. It kind of got me venturing down natural stat trick. First, I figured out when Kuzmenko got the weird 2 jobs, fourth line grinder / power play 1 specialist. It was for the December 7th game.
Yeah.
So I've kind of been looking at some stats since this half-assed experiment began.
Clear it up, baby. Enunciate to all the listeners in the back. You can do it.
Since December 7th, we're talking some fancy stats. We're doing high danger chances.
Gotcha.
I really like high danger.
Uh-huh.
That's one of the more kind of analytics that you can hang your hat on.
Yeah, I know you like high danger. I've been in a car with you. Got him. Continue.
These are high danger chances. Pettersson, since the demotion of Kuzmenko, he's got 16 high danger chances for, 18 against. He's offering 47.6%, 4.06%. He's got 2 goals. He's got 3 assists. One of them is a power play goal. One of them is a power play assist. So he's got a goal and an assist,
and
even
this
strength.
Is since December 7th.
Since December 7th. Okay. Ilya Mikheyev, 17 for, 18 against. He's got a high danger percentage of 47.06%. He has no power play points. He's got 2 goals and an assist, and he's +4 in those games since the 7th.
Gotcha.
Sam Lafferty, who up until...
Oh, no. Here comes the bank's about to open, guys.
Lafferty, he's 13 for, 15 against, 46.43% even strength, because the problem with the Canucks is not the power play. We know what PP1 can do. It's all about what they're doing before they try and rely on those penalties. He has 0 points in all the games he's been with Pettersson, with the exception of a goal and an assist against Carolina on Hockey Night in Canada.
Gotcha.
Kuzmenko, since he's been demoted to the 4th line, he's got 11 high danger chances for, 13 against.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, when you're playing on a line with Neil Zaman,
I think Neil Zaman and Phil Giuseppe, maybe. I don't know what that 4th line is. They fluctuate.
It's fluctuating, so he's kind of
obsessed with the 3rd line now, which is Blueger, Joshua Garland. So.
He's making some hay being on a line with nobodies.
Yes.
Now, prior to December 7th, when this season since that began, Pettersson was at a high danger percentage of 54.7%. Mikheyev was at a high danger percentage of 55.86%, and Kuzmenko 57.47%. There is a serious drop. These are all even strength.
Yeah.
There's an insane drop when they remove Kuzmenko from that top line. I'm not saying that putting Kuzmenko back on the top line is the move, but this is a team that is kind of doing what they can to tread water until they get to the power play.
100%, yeah. So basically your stats are indicating since December 7th, at least within like the top line, and we're not talking about Höglander and JT Miller and Besser or whomever playing with JT Miller and Besser because they're doing good. They're doing something right. It's just a general idea of like, okay, well you have a solution 2 5-on-5 play from time to time with Kuzmenko and Pettersson and putting them together, and that Mikheyev line can work. But then the coach has a bone to pick with Andrei Kuzmenko, in terms of, hey, you got to forecheck and you got to play hard and you got to get that shit. And now he's kind of rebounded a bit, and that's good. But at the same time, we talked about this a couple weeks ago, where it's like, if he's not the long-term solution, then you have to go find the long-term solution.
Yeah.
I think the long-term solution they want is Sam Lafferty fits a mold, but the long-term solution of a Sam Lafferty is, again, I keep bringing it up, like that Chris Kunitz guy, that Pascal Dupuis guy, that Brian Russ guy, the guy who can pop, 25 goals, 25 assists, and play that hard-nosed, two-way kind of grinder type style, and can play even strength and doesn't need a ton of power play minutes.
Yeah.
And that's the guy they need to find.